Hey guys, so today I kind of want to just do like a little update thing going on because there is a lot going on with this girl right here. So basically, last week I went to the doctor to see my wonderful nephrologist, and I got a little update for you. So the last video, I don't know, I was kind of talking about where I was at and whatnot, and that was just like a week prior to this visit. And when I went back, I said like I knew that I was gonna be more sick, and I was right. And when I went back this last time, because it was like a quick follow-up, like a week after, it actually got worse within a week. So basically, if you do have lupus, a lot of people that do have lupus do have the kidney failure, and so I was lucky when that does. And so with my lupus nephritis, that's the only thing that's active right now. My lupus in general is completely in remission, and he checked it twice with urine and blood and everything, and there's like no sign of lupus at all. So that's a good sign, and it's kind of frustrating because I feel pretty normal, but then I'm also like have complete kidney failure, but you know, that's fine. So when I got my test results back, it basically said that the total protein in my urine is at 254.6, which actually went down since last time, which is crazy, right? Because for a normal person, it's supposed to be 0 to 11.9, and I'm at 254.6. And that actually went down, and that's the protein in the urine. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, like if you go pee and you look at it and it's like bubbly and foamy, that means that there's a lot of protein in your urine. Normal people without kidney failure don't have that bubbly, but I do, so I'm special. Next, what went up was my creatinine, which is not a number that you want to be high. The number is supposed to be less than 0.5. When I was in the hospital last year, they wouldn't let me leave the hospital because it was at 5. Okay guys, it was at 5. This last week it was at 9.1. And I'm walking around, I'm living my life, I'm going to the gym, having a great time. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, it's crazy because they literally would not let me leave the hospital because it was at 5, and now it's at 9.1. And the week before when I went, it was at 8.6, and they were worried because they wanted to make sure it went down, and that's why I came back and it actually went up some more. So that's a little scary. Anyway, my function has been stuck around 10%. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did dabble in a little alcohol a while back, like almost a month now, and that dropped me 5 to 6%, and it won't go back up. So I'm really mad at myself for that, but it's like it happened. Nothing I can do about it now, so I'm just trying to accept the fact that it happened, and I just can't do it again, and I gotta just stay on my diet and only drink water, and we'll move forward from there, right? Hopefully. So when I went back, like obviously he didn't put me on any new like kidney medication. I haven't gotten any new kidney medication to help treat the kidneys since my last infusion of rituximab, which was last summer-ish. I don't really remember the time, but I knew it was in the summertime. So it's been like a while, and I don't take anything for my kidneys because what I was taking was, oh god, what is it called? Not Cellcept. It's Cellcept. And then, oh, okay, so Cellcept makes me very, very, very sick. Like extremely sick. If you ever taken Cellcept, you know what I'm talking about. Bad. And so they put me on the other type of medicine that's equivalent to Cellcept but a little less potent, called Myfortic. That shit is fucking bad too. That's not better. Oh my god. So they don't want to put me on that. Well, I don't want to be put on that because that shit makes me so sick. Like, it makes me so sick. And if you haven't had to experience Myfortic or Cellcept, you are lucky. Consider yourself lucky. Because the Myfortic and the Cellcept treat my stage 3 and 5 kidney disease, because I have 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, I'm confusing myself. Okay, when I was younger, I was on cyclosporin, and that treated class 5. Class 3 and 4 are like the same. They're kind of the same, and that has to do with protein, and that's what they're worried about right now. They're not so worried about the class 5, they're more worried about the class 3 and 4. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's what's going on. Because I know they don't want to put me back on cyclosporin. Also don't like that medication. It makes you grow facial hair. Like, nothing wrong with that, but I'm Asian. Like, I don't need that facial hair, you know? Yeah. So he did not put me on any other medications for my kidneys. And I think it's because at this point, it's not really worth it unless I amp up the prednisone and I amp up the nasty pills, as in Myfortic, to make me feel very, very sick. My lupus doctor wants to put me on that, but my kidney doctor doesn't, and I'm gonna go with what my kidney doctor says, because that's what's wrong with me right now, more my kidneys rather than just my lupus. So I'm gonna listen to that, and I don't fuck with steroids. I also have not gone on dialysis, which I think was crazy. I was really expecting him to say, you're going on dialysis, like, get ready. But no, that wasn't the case. He said that he can keep me off of dialysis or not have to do a transplant until 5 or 6%, which is 5% away from where I'm at, which is kind of scary, because it's like, oh, like 5 or 6%, wow, like that's a long time away, that's so bad, blah blah blah. Your girl's at 10. That's not so far away. I lost 5% within a week, so you know, it can happen. Another thing that I learned, okay, see, I'm a very stubborn person. If someone tells me to do something but they don't tell me why, I'm not gonna listen. And I know that's really bad, even when like the doctor is telling you don't do this, but then if they don't give you a reason why, like, I'm gonna continue to do it. Like, what? Basically he kept telling me not to eat fruit, and fruit's my favorite food group besides chocolate, and I was just like, don't eat fruit. Like, I eat fruit multiple times a day. Like, what? Don't eat fruit. So then he started saying don't eat potassium. So I didn't really know what like had a lot of potassium. I knew bananas, obviously, they're known for potassium. I'm like, okay, no bananas. But then I started like still eating fruit because I didn't know that it had a lot of potassium. Like, I never looked it up, and I still ate like my normal foods like yogurt and stuff like that. Just letting you know, yogurt and breads and all that stuff has a lot of potassium in it. So yeah, now you know. But I went back to the doctor when it dropped to like 10%, and he's all like, what are you eating? And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm eating really healthy, which I was, but healthy food still has a lot of potassium in it. So I got scared, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, just tell me why I can't have this potassium. Like, he never told me why I couldn't have this potassium. And the reason why I can't have potassium is because when your kidneys don't work, they can't filter out the potassium that you're intaking. Therefore, the potassium goes into your blood. And when you have high potassium in your blood, it's equivalent to when someone is on death row and they inject them to kill them. And that was the scenario he gave me, and so it kind of scared me a little bit, and I wanted to cry a little bit, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm literally doing that to myself, and I didn't even know by eating this fry. And yeah, so for a while, the last 2 weeks or so, I've been very, 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 very strict on my diet. Like, if I do eat potassium, it's like, or if it like says it in the ingredients, like, it has to be below like 100. And I've been, for a minute, I really didn't know what to eat, because we didn't have it like any food that was no potassium. So I was legit starving, because I'm also on a low sodium diet, just because of the fact that I hold on to water so easily because my kidneys aren't working, and I just didn't want to deal with the uncomfortableness of being bloated all the time because I'm eating high sodium. So I'm like, I'm gonna be on low sodium, no potassium, water, higher protein but not too high, because you know, the kidney thing again. So it was really difficult to eat, and I really didn't know what to eat. And it was really frustrating for me because I was in a bad mood all the time because I was freaking hungry. And when I did eat, it was disgusting food because all I could eat was like plain chicken. Us as individuals, we just need to stick together as people with lupus, people with all different types of lupus, or the side effects that come with the medications from lupus, or just any of that stuff. Like, just being able to talk to you guys and have you guys reach out to me, or vice versa, and just like hearing from other people that are like me, that went through the same stuff as me or something like that, it's just like a breath of fresh air to talk to people that get it. And if you know what I mean, like if you're the only sick person in your family and your friend group, like no one gets it. And it's so nice to talk to people that get it. Even though right now I'm like talking to a camera, maybe no one even sees this, but like it's just nice to talk about it, especially when you can talk about it with someone that understands at least a little bit what you're going through. It doesn't have to be the same disease, but like a disease like. And I just think it's great. And that's why I continue to do this, and I'm feeling more comfortable talking about it because honestly, with everything that I've gone through, I just don't care. I just really don't care what people think about me. And so excuse me. And so it's just like I don't care what people think about me. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about this for so long, but I never did. Take from this that you should listen to your doctor even if they don't give you a reason, or ask more questions if you don't understand why they're telling you to do something, which is something I lacked because I'm very I don't like doctors, so I just want to get out of there. Don't do that. Ask questions, do what they say, and you'll be fine. And even though things may be hard right now, because it is hard all the time for us, but if you're going through a bumpy ass road, just know that you just gotta stay positive about the situation, because everything works out. Everything will work out. No matter what you have to go through, it will all work out. The people that love you and care for you are there for you, and they will always be there for you. This disease lets you know who your true friends and family are. Okay? So just stay positive, stay happy. See you guys next time.